So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Black Rose, 1950, starring Tyrone Power, the great Tyrone Power. He was good in Nightmare Alley. He's he's a great actor. He's probably my second favorite actor, right up there with Rock Hudson. And so cool flick. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I watched it all the way through without pausing, except for I was cooking chicken and rice. So other than that, I was watching it while I was eating, which is what my son's mommy hates. She thinks it's a bad habit, but I do it all the time now that I'm living by myself. So cool. Orson Welles plays the Mongolian warrior who tries to take over China. He conquers Cathay, and he talks about bringing down the walls of Rome. This is set during the Middle Ages, I guess this is after the Normans beat the Saxons. So this is old England. I mean, really old. We're talking Beowulf times, maybe Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. Yeah, probably 1,000 years ago or so. Tyrone Power plays the 13th century nobleman Walter of what's the English town that he lives in? It's a Saxon town, Gurney. Walter of Gurney, he's known by. I guess he's a bastard of a Saxon nobleman, and he gets written into the will after his pops bites the big one, presumably in war with the Norman king. He writes in his will, I guess the Norman king marries the Saxon wife after the Saxon's king wife after he croaks. So naturally, the bastard boy hates his stepmother, and he gets to meet her for the first time when the will is being read. It's all very complicated, but basically his pops orders him to serve the Norman king, which is like an insult to him because he hates Norman people. He calls them thieves. But the king is pretty benevolent and benign. I mean, he could have just hung the guy for treason, Tyrone Power, but he let him go free. And so Tyrone Power can't stand to see his town, Gurney. I keep forgetting the name of his town, Gurney. He hates to see his town stolen by the Norman king. So he decides to go visit Cathay, and he meets Orson Welles, the brutal Genghis Khan type soldier, and he brings along his expert archer friend from England. They come across the Black Rose, some blondie girl who's supposedly half English, and she believes in a prophecy that Englishman is going to bring her back to England. And here are these two English guys with chivalry and knighthood vows. They come across her, and um, somehow she ends up in their tent. They're paying this Mongol guy, and he sneaks her in the tent, and then they slowly fall in love. Tyrone Power and Miriam, the Black Rose, uh, half English gal who just happens to be one of many of Orson Welles' concubines, I guess. Yeah, I guess she was a concubine. I have no idea, but yeah, you really can't get away with much in 1950. Although they do show quite a bit of violence, like um, some dude is hanging from a tree. I think Mao used to do that. One person hanging from a tree in each village, just to show them who's boss. Maybe you learned that from Orson Welles. Who knows? But in any case, so they're going around this caravan of camels and horses. The archery dude shows off his archery skills to Orson Welles, and Orson Welles is impressed. So Orson Welles invites him into his tent. They're kind of playing chess, and Orson Welles is impressed with Tyrone Power's chess skills. So I guess they're manly men in their own way, even though the Mongolian dude hates the Christian dude. He sort of admires their skills, kind of puts them down for wearing heavy armor, though. So then they rape and pillage, burn to the ground this Cathay town. The archer dude doesn't have the stomach for it. He's a noble gentleman from England, so to speak, and they just don't behave like barbarians over there, I guess. So that was kind of interesting. So he and Miriam escape. They end up in China, where they meet Tyrone Power, who's supposed to be like an ambassador. He thinks he's going to die there. They're going to kill him. But the superstitious empress, she worships them like they're some kind of gods, because apparently she's never seen white skin before, and it was part of some prophecy similar to Miriam's prophecy. So that was pretty cool. They get to live like royalty, gods and goddesses in the imperial palace. I think they call it the House of Felicity or something. So it's pretty cool. And then the Chinese religious dude, he lets him escape, and then he tries to trap him and shoot him with arrows. But that's where the Chinese dude gets the arrow in the head. Kind of brutal violence for 1950. So the archer dies. They bring gunpowder and compasses and books and stuff. But Miriam manages to escape. Orson Welles captures her, but he brings her back to England. And Tyrone Power brings all the marvels of modern China, 13th century China, kind of outshines their culture kind of outshines the Dark Ages in England, and so he brings all these nifty stuff back to the Norman King. I guess they make amends, and yeah, that's about the end of the story. It's 2 hours long. It's epic, but like I said, the acting is great. Tyrone Power is a great actor. Like I said, one of the greatest of all time. And you've got Orson Welles is pretty good in this one. Even Miriam was, I don't know who who the actress is, the blonde girl, but she was pretty emotional over Tyrone Power, and for good reason. Uh, the guy's friggin' awesome. Even though they have to rape and pillage their way back to respectability. Um, the movie never really bored me. It managed to captivate me and kind of reminded me of those old English books that I used to read in college when I studied English literature. So that was pretty cool. Kind of reminded me of my young college days. So plus it reminded me of Nightmare Alley, which is a movie that I love also. So I'm glad I saw this. It got a lot of bad reviews though on Netflix and IMDb. So I was pleasantly surprised. I've never seen a bad Tyrone Power movie. I've only seen a couple though. So gotta check out some more of his stuff later.